Okay, Kia. Okay, as we all know, lately, basically, I'm sitting on the floor today. Don't ask me why, I just thought I'll sit on the floor. Everything, take glasses off. Okay, as we all know, a YouTube channel got taken down in the name of bearing. You know that cuddly, grizzly bear. Um, you know the the comedian, a guy who gives his opinions and plays video clips, gives funny humour comedy to us. Everything. I really know he's an anti-SJW, but he doesn't personally attack TAC. Um, for example, if you're a far right person and you come out with something logical and intelligent and smart, then he's not going to attack you. But if you come up with something stupid, yeah, he's gonna come after you. You know, that bear's gonna fucking bite you. You know, that bear's a nice bear, cuddly bear. You know, got cubs and all that. But you know what? As little bears do, they have to protect the young. And I've used the bear protect um, civilization against these retarded SGWs. And I use watch videos. Obviously, I'm not a big fan of live streaming. Sometimes I don't have the time, and I've only just come in place, so getting used to what I have. And before then, I was in a place where I had to use mobile internet. Oh, it was unlimited, but of course, the signal was very good. So watching a 2 hour live stream on my phone would be fucking annoying. But I actually used my Xbox One, and there's a TV behind me, 4K 3D TV, very really cheap, 55-inch. Anyway, Barry Nelson had his whole channel taken down. We all know that. Now I've watched the other reason behind this and what people say. Now he got a copyright claim, well, no, free, by the same company, by Fresh TV, for using their bear. Now, Bearing, I found out, was selling merchandises. Now, selling merchandise with that bear on there, that part I could possibly I can understand. But then again, you can look at it like, if I draw a picture of a pig, that means that some cartoon that has a pig in the cartoon, apart from Peppa Pig, because obviously that's unique, and let's say it's just a normal pig, they can claim copyright there falsely. So the bear from the Fresh TV was a typical bear. I mean, it wasn't like it was a unique thing, like it had a special feature, like Peppa Pig, for example. That's a unique feature. It's harder to to copy and get away with. But if you draw a picture of a farm animal, many people draw pictures of farm animals or tractors in a farm and paint the tractor green or red. It's so these things are going to happen automatically anyway. But it turns out he took the bear and made a few slight changes. When it comes to the merchandise, yes, I understand Fresh TV's anger. Now what they could have done is they could have turned around and they could have emailed him and say, listen, you're making money off our merchandise. You're not. Obviously, he made a merchandise. We'll put one of their cartoon images on his merchandise. They could have said, well, okay, because you're producing this, so you're there, printing the merchandise onto mugs, t-shirts, coats and that. You're having to buy the coats, you're having to buy the mugs. That they could have said, you know, hey, could you give us some royalties? You know, give us a percentage of what you make. And if Baron, aka real name is Patrick, said okay, they could have come to an agreement. If they said no, then they could have got his merchandise stuff taken up. Now, what I find really strange and what people not point out correctly is it was 3 copyright claims on the same thing. Now, I've not had a copyright strike against me. I've had people claim, you know, apparently I uploaded a video in 2 seconds, uploaded, someone's claiming it. It's not even had a chance to be viewed yet, and someone's already claiming it. To me, that's not a copyright strike. Copyright strike has to come from the company, not an automatic thing. You don't put that. One company did one, and it wasn't the same song. It was different lyrics. It was a parody of another song. You know, you could tell it's 2 different songs by lyrics and the way the style of the music, but you know, it's based on the same sort of thing. Now, I think that Fresh TV for doing 3 on a row. Now, this if it was musically Fresh TV, people saying it could have been someone claiming to be Fresh TV. I mean, there's a possibility that obviously it's been out so much, but maybe Fresh TV don't use this. So they don't. Maybe they don't have any idea about this. Patrick needs to contact Fresh TV and just say, you know, speak with them. Let's say it was Fresh TV. Let's say it's all Fresh TV. But these are my theories. Number 1, if they put 1 copyright strike against him, it wasn't like he had one copyright strike against him because of the bear. Obviously, when you do a copyright strike and on a channel, you got to really say what they're doing wrong. Send an email to the person. Don't say, "Oh, we're doing a copyright strike." Say if you do a copyright strike on my video, point out where in my video I did the wrong thing, where I infringed on your copyrights. Was infringement. Because obviously not all the videos, because uploading people talking, in his opinion, is actually unfair use. I know that, but no, they put three on one, and it's like he had not if he put 1 and he continue using the bear, and then can, you know, I could possibly understand, especially with making money, they could have come to some agreement. Now, this could be Fresh TV's downfall in the long run. Now, in the short run, because honestly, they're not making any extra money. It's not like they could have gone down a road where they could have made extra money, and they could have, especially on the merchandises. As I said, the bear logo image, it was, you know, it was from their TV show, but that's they would have to prove directly, because you know, obviously, I think the only thing you could get from the bear is probably the way its teeth is. That I think that's where it would have come from. But you know, they could have they could have taken a different course of this, but they go ahead and they have his whole channel taken down with 3 strikes for one thing. That was a dickish move. I mean, putting 1 copyright strike, that would have been fair, but you can't put up 3. I mean, that's just. So yeah, I can understand why people are getting really angry and saying fuck copyright, because yeah, because they put 3 up there, 3 in one in one go, and whether we're trying to do a copyright strike for each video is only been different. Now, I was thinking, what if Bearing was an SJW? Let's say pretend he was an SJW. He was a feminist. He was an Islamic apologist. He was one of those fucking retards out there. The question: would they still put copyright strike there? This is to you, Fishy. Would you still put that copyright strike if he was on board with the SJWs? If he was a Clinton supporter? If he was a far left person, would you do that? Would you still put a copyright claim on it? If your answer is no, then you are a bunch of fucking cunts, and it would prove that you only did it because of his views. If you're doing it because it's Bear, you're still dicks because you put three in one go around just the one. But if you did it simply because of his political views, his views in general, that makes you dicks. Now this may work against Fish TV because doing a 3-in-1. People can vote with their wallets. Something Alpha Megasin has said numerous times to his viewers: vote with your wallet. For example, Fox. I don't buy anything new from Fox. You know why? We all know The Simpsons, we all know Duff Beer. Did you know, before The Simpsons was even around, there was a family in New Zealand, in Dunedin, which is on the South Island. The family name is called Duff, and they made their own beer called Duff Beer. I think it was back in 2011. Around 2011, Fox threatened to sue Duff Beer, the original Duff Beer, for copywriting, for copying their beers. Yeah. Because they couldn't afford a lawyer, because it was a small microbrewery, so it's amazing how Fox found out about this beer. Maybe if he's from America, when it was in New Zealand, I saw him, took a few beers, and someone in Fox knew someone, Because of that, I've chosen not to buy anything brand new from Fox. Oh. DVDs, Blu-rays that Fox makes, I can go and buy second hand. Because of Fox's... Now, if Fox decided to restrict that thing, take that copyright claim they're trying to make down from the originals, because we'll buy them, and pay them compensation for the stress they caused that family, I'm not going to buy anything brand new from Fox again. And I enjoy what Fox has made. I've enjoyed Family Guy, I've enjoyed American Dad, The Simpsons. So I've enjoyed some Futurama. I'm not a big fan of them, but I've watched on TV and enjoyed it. Same for the Cleveland Show. And a lot of other stuff they've made, that Fox has made, I've actually enjoyed. And I've invested a lot of my money into Fox in the past. But because I like it, I'm not going to support a company that I will call a fucking Nazi company that does something horrific like that. Now that's something, the news, that not many people know about this. With the Bearing people, a lot more people know about it, and they're going to realise that the way Fresh TV were dicks, with the 3 strikes and 1 were being dicks. So that could hurt them, because they're not a big company like Fox is. It's going to hurt them more. Well, let's say this Duff versus Duff, which is now the New Zealand Duff is now called MacDuff. Let's say Duff New Zealand versus Duff America, Duff Fox, went worldwide, hit headline news. People with the internet nowadays would have researched it, they would have seen it, and this would have literally probably killed Fox. would have caused a big strain in the business. Would have hurt Fox a lot because of how they acted being complete dicks. I mean, and all that. It's like similar with Budweiser and Budvar. Budweiser is trying to sue Budvar every year for copying the beers, even though Budweiser was originally apparently a Czech beer in the first place, went to America. Not in that way. You're trying to sue a beer that's named the beer after the town, a town in that country. Yeah, good luck at that. Every year they try and go out there and they lose the court case. It's costing Budweiser a lot of money because they're just fucking retarded. But the best copyright claim I've seen ever was some classical music industry that own the copyright to a song, an Australian music song. Now I've listened to the song. When I found this story, I actually went and listened to the song because I wasn't going to jump up and down and say you're fucking asshole, blah. I actually listened to the song. Now the song, this nursery rhyme song, was from the 1930s, something like that. And the song, the band, they went after the men at work, and the song Down Under. And this copyright claim caused the flute player to commit suicide because they got like over $1 million, over $1 million of royalties because of a little part in the song, the flute part in the song was Symmetry. I listened to this round. I couldn't hear anything that was through copyright claim, and this angered so many people. I mean, an innocent man had killed himself because of a company, and I call this falsely copyrighted. And so because of that, I can understand when people say fuck copyright laws, because people can abuse copyright laws in both ways. People can abuse it where they pirate something out, but also companies can abuse it in a way of, like, for example, I'm sitting on the floor right now. Now, some big YouTuber out there who makes his videos sitting on the floor, for example, all the time, he could say copyright, so there's, it can be abused both ways. That was an example. So that Men at Work and that Dick's Classical company, which I personally hope went under. I personally hope not the families, because obviously the families are the people, the direct people that are behind it, and the attorneys that support this. I hope that they made people so fucking angry that they forced the company to go bust, and the pieces of shit that are behind it are now going to fucking soup kitchens to feed. I fucking hope that's happening because they ruin life. But anyway, back to Bearing, how Bearing gets China back up. What it can do. First of all, yes, we may think that Fresh TV were fucking dicks in the way they did it. I'm not saying they didn't have the rights. I'm saying yes, they had the right to put one copyright claim strike on there. Maybe they could have emailed him, emailed him first to come to agreement. There's plenty of companies, when I upload a video that doesn't put, there's been no copyright strike against me, but it's someone else claimed rights to the video. This is even before it's been viewed by anyone. This means that any money that would be made, I actually don't make money off YouTube. I've never found for making money from YouTube. I have no intention in the future at all. I could set up my account to make money in the future should videos get so many views, so they get so many subscribers one day. I don't. So no one's going to make money. What it means is, let's say I decided I was going to make money one day. That means the companies that own the video or the sound to the video I'm uploading means they get the percentage of what I'd make. So let's say they got like 20% of what I would make. So let's say for every pound I made, every dollar I made, and they got 20%, they get 20 cents, 20p. Simple. This is how Fresh TV could have gone about it. They could have done it in a more professional way, and it made a lot less people. There'd been a lot less angry people, and Patrick would have, would have been fine with this. More families and all that. Another thing is, they could have contacted Patrick and said, "Hey, listen, could you please promote us in your videos?" At the end of the video, you say, "Watching my channel grow." There, they could have got him to actually promote their company. See where it got from, because I'm sure they're going to be bringing up DVDs for the TV show. Now, if they'd done it that way, that would have sparked up bringing DVDs, Blu-rays, digital version. If they'd got Bear to name the cartoon where the bear head came from, and the company where they can buy the thingy, it would have got people out there to invest in the cartoon. Would have got people invest in a way. It was kind of advertising. But if Fresh TV had played it properly and played it smart, they could have got free advertisement. They could have got a percentage. They could have walked in there, marched in there, and got a percentage of the merchandise he was selling. Obviously, don't be too greedy, because if you demanded 100% of the merchandise he was selling, then you'd see very quickly that you'd stop selling them, because it'd be costing you money. But if you're fair and you give it and ask for a reasonable amount, percentage, or percent, you got them to mention where the bear's from in the video, everyone would have been happy. You would have been making more money. There would have been eventually demand, and there might have been more demand for you to make more episodes of the TV show. Because you went in that way, it's made a lot of people angry. I mean, people being whining, and people saying you were in your rights. Now, I'm not saying that you were not in your rights to do one copyright claim. Yes, you're entirely on your rights to do one copyright claim. What frees me is you'd free for the same one, like 3 for 1. Yeah, fuck you. You're entitled to your rights to do one copyright claim, which we just should have stuck at. Whether that was the right path to go down is in my. Sometimes it's best to play things smart than dumb. You went in there and you're a small company, because I had no fucking idea who the hell you cunts were until recently. You went there and played it dumb. Very fucking dumb. You did a dumb way of promoting your company. Well fucking done. I mean, how fucking retarded could you actually get? So yes, you go in there, big dumb, fucking dumb cunts. And you didn't think things through. You didn't think that he may have a lot of fans and followers. You didn't think that there are 3 strikes in the row. You could have done one copyright claim, and it could have been it would have been on the table. I'm sure Patrick would have spoken about it, you know, and then people wouldn't have hated you as much as you do, and it would have worked out. All you think at the time was ching ching, ching ching. Well, you know that ching ching actually can be, you know, going under and going bust. So you didn't play it smart. I will admit that Barry was being a dick for doing the merchandises part. You know, he was definitely was cashing in. So on that part, I can understand. The thing is, it wasn't for his merchandises he was doing. On it, you know, if he's probably got a certain website up there, or sorry, on eBay, they weren't doing for that. No, they were doing him for other stuff, for the videos. Because I thought, ching ching. Now I can guarantee you that this will be their downfall. You know, just like the that music industry, which is going to end up being their downfall. Basically, already, this is going to be Fresh TV's downfall because people don't like greedy fuckers. People are sick of it. They don't mind when you're trying to protect your stuff. You know, where you know, right? Let's say he was actually pirating your programs and selling them the car boot cell on a blank disc and got caught out. And like, yeah, you know, that's something. But is the copyright claim that you're doing 3-in-1, all that? Not smart, fucking stupid, fucking dumb, fucking retarded. You know, there's no fucking logic behind this. You know, no logic, no brain cells behind it. There was a better way of doing this. You know, that's something. There's a better way, okay, a much better way. The way Fresh Tea went down, and they were doing it. Now I have got an open mind. Think, you know, in case it was actually an SJW posing. Now, if it was, if it was, it turns out it wasn't Fresh TV. Had nothing to do with it. I apologise to Fresh TV for calling you cunts, and I would trust that everyone who's called them out do it themselves. But if it was, I would still recommend Fresh TV coming on board, giving the verdict, speaking about it, and giving their opinions, and also actually taking action against the person impersonation, using impersonation. It was TV. I say go contact Bearing, Patrick. Come to some agreement. Come to a reasonable, rational agreement with each other. Be smart about it. Talk with each other. You don't need to go down the route of courts. It's not wise on both sides. It'll cost Patrick a lot of money because he's not a big organisation. You guys are not a big organisation. For example, Fox TV, they can afford to get a few angry fans, and you know, they can afford to pay royalties to the Duff Beer, the original Duff Beer people. They can afford to pay all this, okay, easily. You can't. You can't afford this because, you know, obviously, if you decide to take Patrick to court, you're going to make a lot of enemies, a lot of angry people, and they're probably people who've invested money in your company for years and may turn around and say, hey, fuck this company. It won't do Patrick any good. So even if you did win it, it would end up being no one wins in the long term if you won. So I'd say contact Patrick, come to agreement, be like, you know, ask for a reasonable percentage of his merchandise. No, definitely on the merchandise, a reasonable percentage. You can still make money. You could come to an agreement where he could be your Australian seller of your merchandise, you know, especially of the bear part, you know, where he sells on Australia. He buys the stuff. Now, if you choose to buy the t-shirts for him, buy the mugs, and ask him to sell it on your behalf, then obviously, then you can go for the bigger cuts, and he'll get a percentage of what is made with his channel. Again, don't be greedy. Don't be going there with the high percentage demand. That's reasonable, or you know, a reasonable amount, and getting to advertise, your shit, getting to advertise your enemy's video, turn away from, you know, putting the links of your website and your shop, you know, your web shop, and if you sell on eBay, what networks we can catch your shows on, you know, through the world. So a big list and links and all that. But also apologize for the way you treated it, to make a few people happy about it. So yeah, like I said, work on the merchandising. Whether you're going to make it for him and ship it to him, then you definitely would get the higher percentage because you're there providing the merchandise. Or let him do the merchandising himself, but ask for a percentage because it's using your bear. And with his videos, ask for a small percentage of his videos that he makes, and get him to promote you at the end of his videos. And then everyone's happy. You're not getting threats from people. You're not getting called cunts. You're not getting threats. I think you might have had some death threats. I'm not too sure. But you're not getting all these threats, and everyone's happy. You'll be getting promoted, and it will be a more smarter thing to do. So yeah, I think come to some agreement. You know, sort of thing, and obviously, I'm sure that Patrick will be more than happy to oblige with you and negotiate with you, because obviously this is for him. It's nothing to do with the money. I think it's his channel he had worked on. At this moment of stage, I don't think personally he could give a fuck about the money. He's got another channel called Patrick. That's going to make him. I think it's the work he's put in, the entertainment, the comedy he's put in. So he can give I don't think it's the money part for him. I think you guys, it was the money part. I think it was more ching ching than anything. So I say this smart. Sometimes, let's say, sometimes turning the blind eye is actually more smarter than than going after someone. Sometimes turning the blind eye is smarter. Now this, you could have turned the blind eye on the videos, but merchandise would have been hard. But yeah, just do as I say, and it will all be swept under the rug. Eventually, everyone will be happy again. Bear will have his channel back. You'll be making more money, sort of thing, for your company. You're going through that way, and it will be amazing. Everyone will be happy, but just do as I say. Play it smart. Play it my way, because it's the most smartest, intelligent way. And then everyone's happy. 35 minutes of talking. Just this video is basically No notes as always. I've only done one video with fucking notes. That was a fucking long video as well. I didn't go off topic too much. I try not to repeat myself, and I don't really bother editing because I don't have a proper video editor. I will look for one sometime, but I want a decent one because I'm waiting for delivery today. And got the phone next to me for waiting for a phone call. I don't have time to be pissing around. But yeah, almost 36 minutes. That's my opinion on the thing. I hope that the people who watch the video enjoyed it. I personally hope that I see Bearing on a big screen again, sometime soon. And I'm going to be getting some laugh. Obviously, I'm going to be looking for his Patrick channel soon. Probably type it in there and try to subscribe to that and all that. So I hope to see Bearing up there soon, and if I do, obviously it might be a sign that Fresh TV somehow saw this channel, this video, and took on board my advice and my reasonable opinions. I said, Bearing, be fucking careful when you're selling merchandises. I mean, for example, it's one thing to download TV series or films on torrent. It's another thing to go and sell them. I think that's something where they can really get you if they wanted to. But hopefully they will listen to my advice, and my advice to Bearing is try contacting Fresh TV. Asking them directly. Finding out more on the truth about it, and talk with them and give updates. Do give updates. So if they refuse to talk to you, let us know. In fact, even print out emails if you have to. Record phone calls if you have to phone up. Let us listen. Because you tried reaching out to them and you're trying to talk to them and they're refusing to talk to you whatsoever. Let us know. The more we know, the more we can give them a little finger with our fucking wallets and say, we ain't gonna support you. But both of you just talk a bit, share. Fucking sort the shit out, talk reasonable like fucking adults. Like adult bears. Because I've got some really upset cubs myself. Around the world. I don't know where. Around the fucking world. We're gonna be really upset when they can't watch their favorite children's TV show. I mean, they can't buy the DVDs of them because their favorite company went bust because act like dicks. So come on. So yeah, free the fucking bear. It's fucking animal cruelty.